जयपुर वाया कोटा
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವವರೇ
Hyderabad 50 Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो
Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me Michael Vaughan and Joy Bhattacharjya, struggling to keep awake because it was a bit of a no contest. That's what happened. Gujarat got to 207 after batting first, and Mumbai has fallen short by 55 runs. Yes, that is a very big margin, one that will really affect their net run rate negatively, of course. But for Gujarat, it really was a thumping win. They were all over Mumbai like a rash, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the newcomers, Gujarat Titans, the champions, second year in the IPL against the superpower of Mumbai Indians, and they've just been schooled.
Yeah.
They really have been schooled. With the bat first and foremost, they were tremendous. Got a good total, but with the ball in hand, that attack is something else. I'm trying to work out what haven't they got covered. They've got everything covered.
Yeah.
They've got left arm seamer that they brought on as an impact. They've got the left arm leggy. They've got the right arm leggy. They've got the swing bowler bowling near on 90 miles an hour. They've got the skillful bowler in Mohit Sharma. They've got the captain who rocks up and bowls a bit of swing as well. If they had an off spinner and a left arm spinner, I mean,
They have Sai Kishore and Jayant Yadav.
well, they've got everything.
They do.
They have everything covered. Whoever put this franchise team together when the auction started a couple of years ago, clever bunch. Real clever bunch, because they've left no stone unturned in terms of the skill sets required. And they've got a captain. I've just been saying to Joy off air that the captain-coach combination looks a really good one.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be long before India copy the likes of England and have a white ball coach captain and a red ball coach captain. And this is a combination I'll be looking at in white ball cricket.
Ooh, big words, big call. Big call this, and you nodding along, Joy, says that you agree.
Not only do I agree, I think it's a fantastic idea, because if it comes to happen, if it comes to pass, these people have that relationship already. So,
Yeah.
you're not starting off on day one. You're like starting off on day 200, even when you're starting on day one. Because they already have that
So
relationship.
I for a fact know, not cricketing wise, because I know both of them. I know their relationship, how it is. Hardik calls Ashish cutie, sweetie, darling. That's how they are. That's how they never go to brother. They never go to. Sometimes they'll be very serious and say coach and captain. But otherwise, it's a really like kind of pull your leg, you pull my leg. We're like brothers, kind of. And I guess those kind of relationships work. You've seen them working in the IPL for many, many years when you have a coach and captain combination that's close. And the one that comes to mind, of course, is Stephen Fleming and MS Dhoni, the most successful one and the most consistent one. And you see these guys too. But today, the bowling attack, the story is really Gujarat's bowling, because Mumbai's batting, completely capable of getting a 200 plus total if you see the number of batters over there. But it was just the tight and relentless bowling that just didn't let anyone get going. You have Cameron Green there, who at 33 of 26 couldn't really get going. Surya looked great for the 12 balls that he was there. Yes, just absolutely looked great. And then got out to a very good cotton bowl from Noor Ahmad, who was on fire today. And then Nihal Vadera, the unlikely, if you would have said who's going to be our highest scorer here and have the best strike rate, trust me, you would have, and no disrespect to the youngster, but his name would have come much after, Rohit Ishan, Surya, Green, Tilak Verma, and Tim David. And
Yeah,
there he goes.
but to chase down 208, you need a good start, but you also need for one of your top three to go and get a substantial total, a 60 or an 80, something like that, and everyone else plays cameos around. When you don't get the start, and that was down to primarily outstanding bowling. They just seemed to get a little bit of movement. They got pace. Seemed to just kind of zip off the serve. It was flying through to the keeper.
Yeah.
Mohammed Shami is up there with, of all the bowl. I love watching Jimmy Anderson bowl. I just think he's a joy to watch. But I tell you what, Shami's not far back. He just makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
He just effortlessly goes, and either way, he just gets it to go either way. Just subtly, just moves his fingers around the ball, and it just kind of goes the way that he wants it to, with a huge amount of pace behind it. He's a brilliant bowler to watch.
Yeah, 4 overs, 18 runs for Shami. But then, of course, in the middle overs, the stranglehold, the spin twins from Afghanistan, right? Rashid and Noor. It was just a double choke hold.
Absolutely. And I just want to go back to Shami one more time. Just Shami and
Happily,
Hardik Pandya.
big fan.
Hardik
Happily.
Pandya, huge. Two things. One is that you expect Shami to be bowling fast and accurately. Two things I always watch out for whenever somebody is operating. Where is the keeper standing? Because that gives you an idea of how fast and how much the ball is coming on. And Riddhiman Saha was standing exactly in the same place as he was for Hardik as he was for Shami.
Ooh.
Hardik, okay, the ball that he gets Rohit is 144.
Yes.
So he's also cranked it up. Obviously, there is a bit there. And I'm not saying that he doesn't like Rohit and all that, but he has a point to prove with the Mumbai
But he's been bowling 140 plus regularly, right, through this IPL,
So,
even when he was bowling for the T20 series against Australia.
Yeah, so he gets him with 145, delivery at 145. And that's something that you don't, see. They don't expect that. They expect that from Shami, but he was bowling faster than Shami at points.
Tell us, you know Shami because he came into the Knight Riders around the time that you were there.
I've done one great service to Indian cricket. That is that he used to be called Sami Ahmed, by the Bengal Cricket Board because some clerk was too lazy to change his name after it was written down. So I actually had to raise it, go to the CAB and say, what are you guys doing? I mean, this is not his name. Sami Ahmed is not his name. His name is Mohammad Shami. And they finally changed it. So he was that kind of guy who wouldn't even ask them to change his name. That guy is... That's a story about how Indian cricket works. Till he became, a proper player. And he's playing for Bengal.
Yeah.
So while playing for Bengal also, they didn't change his name. It's only when he came to KKR and somebody else could shout at him that it became Mohammad Shami.
How many years did it take for him to have his name changed to the real name?
Two seasons, 3 seasons actually. 3 seasons. I'm serious.
So have they gone back to those records of his first 3 seasons and given it back to him, or is it the old Mohammad
It's a
Shami
very
who's got
interesting
it on his
thing. I should check it
That's
up.
a good question. But you know what they say, seam by any other name will swing just as much. When your name is Shami, I think I may have changed that saying just a bit. But look at him. I mean, he's not changed. He just keeps getting better, that seam, that swing. And I got to tell you, this is probably the third, fourth game that we're seeing Hardik and Shami just deliver a spot-on power play in terms of bowling, Joy.
Yeah, A, that. B is that a lot of times in those days, early days when Jacques used to be there in KKR, they used to talk about this thing about saying that very often when the surface has something, test match lengths are great lengths to bowl.
There you go. And they're doing this.
They were bowling test match lengths.
Because you know whose favourite length that is? Keeps talking about it, Ashish Nehra. Length ball, length ball, length ball.
These were test match lengths. And
there you go.
One thing you have to realize, none of these guys, a lot of these guys like an Ishan Kishan are like terrific players. Okay, Rohit is good in all formats. But Ishan Kishan isn't your red ball hero. He's not used to playing the ball that's doing something away from him.
There's a lot of the real quality T20 players that as soon as you see lateral movement and swing through the air, you watch them and it's almost like they've never seen a ball move in their life. Yeah. They've no clue how to play that moving ball. But as soon as it's dead straight, these baseball players and whack it miles, and it's great to watch. But that's the difference. And I'm not saying that they want to be playing all the formats. There's some players in this era that just want to play T20 cricket. That is fine, absolutely fine. But there is a difference that you can see. And I'm looking at the list of the highest run scorers in the tournament. Just have a look at the list again.
You're right.
They're all the test players.
Yeah.
Those that have played lots and lots of cricket, bats lots of hours, have faced the moving ball, have faced the bouncing ball. But by the way, when the ball doesn't do anything, they're just as good at hitting the ball hard as well. So if you just want to be a T20 expert and specialist, no problem with that.
Yeah.
But you may get found out every now and again when the ball starts swinging around a bit, which it happens only a small few times in T20 cricket. If it does, it generally swings for 1-2 overs. Tonight it swung for around 4 overs. It was just a little bit longer.
Yeah. That's why they gave Shami the third over immediately as well. They gave Shami that over because he was still doing something by then.
I wanted to just go quickly to the Cricbuzz app, pick out the stats and say most runs. The top 5. Faf du Plessis, Devon Conway, David Warner, Virat Kohli, Rituraj Gaikwad, KL Rahul. Yeah.
And Rituraj will be a test great.
It looks like he'd be. So, well, there you go. It was really the story of Gujarat's bowling. Just talk about the spin twins now, because Shami, of course, brilliant. Hardik was really good. Mohit came back and got some wickets as well. Piyush hit him for a few sixes, but obviously these guys know each other, go back many, many years in domestic cricket, so they kind of know each other's tricks. So Piyush won that battle with him just a little bit. But see the spin twins. We'll go back to the bowling again and see Rashid operating from 1. You've got Noor coming in. Noor, of course, got Cameron Green bowled, and then he had that great cotton bowl of Surya. So he's got some big wickets today. And between them, they've got half the Mumbai team out, Michael.
Yeah, 5 for 64.
Yep, in 8.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, it must be so difficult as a batter because, you know, what you want is an orthodox spinner because you know which way it's spinning. You can kind of go with the spin. They might have an arm ball or some kind of doosal, which is quite easy to see. When you've got these 2 leg spinners that can go either way, and you've seen off Rashid Khan, you say, oh, I've got him, I've seen his good again. And you get, oh, no, there's another one I've got to try. And he's a left-arm version.
Yeah.
It must be so difficult. But Rashid Khan in the last game against Lucknow, he just wasn't quite at his best. He bowled a bit short and it kind of set up. Tonight you can see that energy and buzz in his action. He was flying tonight. You could just see it from ball one. He was getting enough grip, he was getting enough kind of speed off the surface. And when he gets that, he's such a dangerous customer. He could have had 1 or 2 more. There was a couple of LBWs that they didn't go for that were very, very close. And Noor Ahmad at the other end, he must be in dream world. He's playing in a great side. He's got a good captain. At the other end is the master of T20 bowling, Rashid Khan. He must be just picking his brain all the time. Just give me a few clues. Not that he needs too many because he's got the tricks. He's got the great Google. He's got the leg spin. He's got quite a good faster ball these days as well. So I think he's going to be around T20 cricket. He's only young.
Yeah.
You know, he started young. He's going to be around for many, many years playing T20 cricket.
I tell you, this Gujarat bowling lineup is looking like something. And today, Mumbai will go back from this saying this was not a good batting performance from us. The young Nihal Vadera, of course, is a plus for them, Joy, that they take away today.
Definitely is a plus. They stood out there. I think they made a stand. That stand between Piyush Chawla and Nihal Vadera was actually give them respectability, and it was an important stand because see, they lost by 55 runs. They could have lost by 100 runs.
Yeah.
So that stand was important, and I think they went after the bowling. Noor got hit a bit as well, and Nihal was quite merciless on him. But that's what, wickets kept tumbling. Those two were the only people who got a stand together, which made some...
So there you go. They came in at 90, then they took it to 135. So it's a 45-run partnership in 3 overs, 3.1. Yeah. So that's 19 balls. So they were the only ones who got... And imagine if this had come at the back of one of the big boys going crazy today.
Yeah, I mean, Mumbai to win and go on a winning streak now, and they're going to have to with their net run rate. For them to win 4 on the bat, it's going to be their batting. You know, and that top order's got to fire.
Yeah, they just
you
got to back the
can't be
opposition
relying on a wizardry innings from Surya Kumar Yadav who's going to get you 70 off 30 balls, or Tim Davis to strike you 40 off 14 or 15 balls. You know, you can't rely on that. They need that top order to fire, and they need the batting to be firing on a regular basis. The bowling is just okay. He doesn't have anything that... I think if you said to all the IPL teams, which bowling attack do you have least meetings about facing, I bet you it's the Mumbai Indians. There's nothing that can surprise you. Yeah. There's nothing that you need to sit in a team room and go, oh, you know, the Mumbai Indians, which one? You know, how do you pick? There's nothing that you have to pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's
all relatively straightforward. And Chawla's been around for a long, long time, so everyone's seen... There's nothing really that you're sitting around in a team room going, oh, what does he do? How does he do that? Whereas when you face the Gujarat team, I bet you're talking for a long time. Even though you've faced Rashid Khan many, many years, you've got this Noor Ahmad at the other end, and you've got Mohit Sharma, all the different tricks and slow balls, and then you've got so many that you have to talk about. Whereas Mumbai's bowling, I think most batters will be quite happy facing that.
Tough for Mumbai because they have a game at home. I think they're playing RR next, aren't they?
Sunday night, yeah.
They're playing Rajasthan on Sunday night. That's a big game for them because, again, Rajasthan's top of the game. And isn't Rajasthan coming on the back of 2 losses, right?
Well, I think they play on Thursday night in Chennai first.
They play 27th as well. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. No, they play in... Isn't Rajasthan in Bangalore right now?
No, that's Kolkata's in Bangalore.
Kolkata's in Bangalore. Everybody's everywhere. You know? Last year was easier because everybody was in Mumbai. Like, where is he? Oh, Mumbai. Where's the other guy? Oh, they're in Mumbai. Everybody was here. But anyway, that game's way down the road. But I think we've answered the question of what Mumbai need to do is they need to bat the opposition out of the game. That's what they need to do. And they've got the firepower for it. I'll tell you what, batting teams may not be having too many meetings about Mumbai's bowling, but I'm sure bowling teams are having a lot of meetings about Mumbai's batting because with Rohit Sharma, Ishan, Cameron Green, Tilak Verma, Tim David, and of course, Surya. They're having a lot of meetings, but that's the thing. Just one is not enough. You need at least 2 or 3 of them to fire, much like it happened for Gujarat today, which is what takes you beyond 200. All right, let's have a look at your points table. Have you got it? We see it? We don't get the 8s, Andre. We don't, because Mumbai didn't win. We don't get the 8s. We've got 2 at 10. Just a smidge below Chennai. Not that Gujarat will be losing any sleep over the fact that they're not top of the table at the halfway stage, because net run rate Chennai just a little higher. Then breathing down their neck is Rajasthan, Lucknow, Bangalore and Punjab, all at 8 points. Oh, these teams are looking good, huh? And Mumbai's just fallen behind a little bit now. So they're at, their losses now outnumber their wins. So that's what it's looking like on the points table. So big win for Gujarat. Questions for Mumbai. But we're looking forward to the game tomorrow, because this table can have a third team at 10 points tomorrow. And that is Bangalore, right? Bangalore playing Kolkata at home. And the way that the Knight Riders have been, you're definitely going into this game saying advantage Bangalore, because of the way Bangalore has been as well.
Yeah, without any question. I mean, they're on the back of 2 good wins. They're on the back of Faf being an impact player in 2 consecutive games, scoring a 50, captaining from the dugout. It seems to be, whether that carries on, because there's a bit of superstition going on with the RCB team, I'm not too sure.
Virat's enjoying his captaincy, isn't it?
It's working nicely, because he's batting great, and then he goes and sits, has a coffee, and kind of maybe does a little bit of arm.
I don't think he
does. So he just says to Virat, you get on with it, and I'll just watch and enjoy it.
You know the drill.
They're a good side. They've got that top heavy batting lineup. Siraj has been the key. The way that he's bowled has been a huge key for them, and they're a decent squad on paper. They've got so many star names, and they're playing some decent cricket, and you would expect them to produce a good performance tomorrow. And I don't think it'll take an incredible performance to beat the KKR team at the minute.
Joy, there's a couple of names there, some youngsters there. Shahbaz, Mahipal Lomror, Suyash Prabhudesai. Right, the 3 of them are going to basically talk amongst each other and say, we got to do more. They have to do more because everybody else is.
I totally agree with you. I think that is the only problem that they'll be thinking about. Slightly top-heavy batting order, and I feel Dinesh Karthik has not yet come to the party. Dinesh Karthik needs to come to the party more often, needs to give them more consistent stuff. And I think if you're in a situation where wickets are falling, if he has to come in the 10th over, let him come in the 10th over. Yeah. Dinesh Karthik, when his first big season was 2013, when he played for Mumbai, and he was batting at 3. Yeah. So he's completely capable of doing that. So holding him back and putting... My problem is, again, a player like Dinesh Karthik, if he gets 10, 15, 20 balls, is only going to get better and better and better.
Yeah, good point.
Versus Mahipal Lomror getting 20 balls versus Dinesh Karthik getting 20 balls, I can tell you which side I stand on immediately.
Okay.
And that's the one thing that I worry about for them, that if that top 3 does not perform, that middle is a bit of a lacune. Yeah. And they've got to find a way to fix that. Other than that, this is a good team. And this is a team... Remember, they struggled a bit against Kolkata last time against spin. They really struggled. 3 spinners really bothered them. And they were not at all ready for Suyash Sharma. If you remember, that was one of the first matches Suyash Sharma played. Yeah. And he just totally bamboozled them.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow is actually between a team that has the most runs in opening partnerships and a team that has had the most opening partnerships. Right?
Most combinations, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because they've had...
I think now they've just said, we are not going to do it, coach will not do it. Let Tinder match opening partners.
Oh, I like it. App, match him in an app. Do you see any changes in this team?
Yeah, there'll be plenty, they always do.
Michael's like, I don't see them, but I know they see them.
My concern for KKR is they're up against the best top order batting team in the competition, and I'm looking down that list and thinking, right, who's going to challenge Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis and Glenn Maxwell at the top? Who's going to dislodge those 3 players? And none of the bowlers are in form. Apart from the young leg spinner with the headband on, who's great. So Rishi's got that kind of character, but he'll bowl in the middle of the innings. I can't see. I mean, Umesh Yadav, he's not bowling great.
Do you think they get Loki in tomorrow? Because
they need to try something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But my problem is Loki is not at his best with the new ball. Loki is more for this. Yeah. What do you need? What you really need is to run in early and get 2-3 wickets. I would actually give Saudi a throw and say that ships 2 away, gets a couple of nicks off. Because see, who do you really want to disrupt? If you come to the 5th, 6th over and wickets haven't fallen, because Loki does not really bowl effectively at that. He's the middle order enforcer. So I'd give the ball to Saudi. He's a veteran player. Give the ball to Umesh and say, swing it a bit up front, get a couple of wickets. If you don't get, we'll bring on the spinners early, put a bit of pressure on them. You have to just take wickets against them because you know that that's a chink in the RCB are.
Yeah, it's the middle order that hasn't had too many chances actually, because the top order is doing so well, and the few chances they've had, well, they haven't really covered themselves in glory. So it is ultimately the story of KGF, Cody, Glenn, and Faf. And if you can get 2 out of those 3, 3 out of 3 is a lot, but if you get 2 out of those 3, you know you're in with a chance. If you just get one out of 3, they give you anyway. Right, it's 2 who are doing the bulk of the scoring in every game. If 2 of them stay, then you're in trouble, in plenty of trouble. All right. Apparently, Josh Hazelwood may come tomorrow. There's a rumor that Josh Hazelwood may play, but Josh Hazelwood will go. It's Chinnaswamy. Do I really need to play?
Well, also, I think they're on the back of 2 wins, and they've used the left armers nicely. So Parnell played. He gets dropped for Willie. I think they'll want a left. At T20 cricket, you generally want a left arm over.
Yeah.
I'll be amazed if one of the left armers isn't playing tomorrow.
Yeah, so I think that's not going to happen tomorrow, but we'll see that. We're going to pick one player to watch out for from each team. Go on.
I'd really like to see how Suyash Sharma gets along, because, Chinnaswamy, you say it's a graveyard for bowlers, but sometimes has a bit of bounce.
Yeah.
And he's the kind of action that he bowls in. He'll be interesting because he'll toss it up. Now, and they'll go after him. Now, that can go 2 ways. So he can either go out of the ground, or he can get a couple of wickets caught in the deep, or, somebody miss-hitting. And I think this guy has the courage to toss it up. So let's see where it goes.
Okay, and for you from Bangalore?
Bangalore, I'm going to, and he was in great form in the last game, I'm going to predict Glenn Maxwell. And I'll predict if he gets in early, I'm going to say he's going to get 3 figures.
Big call. Big
He's playing
call.
so well.
Nice.
He'd have been close the other day.
But when you notice, for a person who's a test player, he hits it pretty. He's already told us about the Indian coach and Indian captain.
Yeah.
Now he's telling Maxi's century.
Just prophecies after prophecies. Right? One after the other. All right. We have the joy factor question to understand. Forget to answer. Yeah, that too, if you could.
Okay, 3 guys made their debuts together. One of them was the player of the match. The other 2 players also from his country. One of them is a purple cap winner. Who are the 3 players, or which cricketer made his debut? Let's have a look. Riley Russo along with Rabada and Riza Hendricks. Wow. And that's the interesting one, that Rabada actually Riley Russo made his debut that early. And then he was man of the match in his first match, player of the match in his first match, and then totally disappeared, decides to go to England. Brexit happens, Kolpak gets cancelled, comes back.
We're getting socio-political knowledge as well here.
Life changes.
Yeah. This question, though, reminded me of that. Do you remember how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yes.
Yeah, it really, that was that
Thank
kind
you,
of question.
thank you.
Can you imagine an imaginary manager managing an imaginary menagerie?
Thank you, Gaurav.
It was a bit like that.
Thank you,
that
Gaurav.
question.
If my questions sound like that, people are answering them. I want you to know people answer them.
People answer my question as well. This is a very simple question. Can you imagine an imaginary manager managing an imaginary menagerie? Michael, what's the answer? Yes. Pretty simple. If you think about it, if you understand
it's
this question.
getting late.
It's like Marvin the paranoid android in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He used to tell people, I'm more intelligent than you. So he says, why? You think of a number. So have you thought of a number?
Yes.
What's your number?
7. Am I
Wrong.
right?
Wrong.
Oh,
I told you. That's why I'm brighter.
We're going to Hitchhiker's Guide, so I'm going to throw in the towel.
Well played.
It's just too clever a joke for midnight, All right, so we're going to check out. We're going to run Hitchhikers across the galaxy. But Saket, congratulations to you.
Runs and runs.
He won the other night.
Yeah.
Well done. He won the other night as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Saket, get your skates on. Well done, buddy. Coming in first twice. Good job. Hall of Famer. All right, we're going to go because it's not like we've had enough of each other, but we've had enough of each other for today because we will be seeing each other tomorrow. Not us, just us. Hopefully us as well, right? So we're going to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for all the knowledge you have imparted about socio-political things, about just everything. That was great. I loved it. Geography, history, civics, economics, everything. And of course, Mr. Michael Vaughan, thank you so much for your prophecies, right? If tomorrow you could just work on lottery numbers, that would really help as well. If you could, no pressure.
I did last time when he was talking about, remember when he got this one out, that ball shaping in, Joss Butler.
Oh, that's right, Siraj,
I
first ball.
asked him immediately, please write down a few numbers.
Did he?
No.
No, he didn't.
Do you have a lottery here in India?
No, we don't.
No, well, it's,
But you have them in England.
Yeah.
Put £5 for us. Look at him.
just
No
have it
dinner
on,
for you
just have it
tomorrow.
on repeat every week.
No
Same
dinner for
numbers
you.
every week.
It's like soup Nazi. No soup for you. All right, we're going to go now because we have obviously completely lost the plot. All right, so before they put us in straight jacket, make us leave, we're gonna bounce. I'm Gaurav Kapur. This was and will remain Cricbuzz Live. Good night.
Jaipur via Kota,
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ
Hyderabad को 50 एक्सप्रेस
পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दें